Hey everybody, fucking I'm in a video deficit because I'm addicted to Starbound again. Blame fucking Great Pirate Solomon for fucking playing it and making me go, hey, yeah, Starbound's a fucking game. Let me see what's new. A lot of shit's new in Starbound. I'm just fucking neck deep. I still haven't done any of the fucking Crusader King videos yet. I'm fucking shit. I'm bad at this. So, fucking Spider-Man Homecoming. Let's fucking talk about something that's not bad. It's good movie. Good. God, man. Like, fucking Siskel and Ebert are rolling in their fucking graves right now. Like, I am not doing the fucking. Well, what am I fucking saying? Like, this isn't a fucking actual film review. It's a movie ramble. Like, fuck me for fucking trying to hold this to higher expectations. Also, too, this is a good movie, so I can't talk good about things. I like things I like, I can't talk good about. I can talk about things I hate, things that make me angry, because I can easily understand those fucking emotions. Like, I feel those emotions every fucking goddamn day of my fucking life. Happiness, contentment, fuck that. No. Like, the only time I feel that is when I'm high. And I'll tell you, buddy boys, I'm out of fucking weed right now, so I am not high. I lack the mental fortitude and the words to say the things I want to say about this movie. It is good. It's a good movie. Is it the best Marvel movie? Probably. No. Nah. I like the Guardians, the Galaxies, the Guardian Galaxies. You know, those. Like my favorite is the Milky Way, and Andromeda. She's pretty hot though. What the fuck am I even talking about? Oh yeah, Spider-Man. That's what I'm supposed to be fucking talking about. So yes, good spoilers. I'm gonna say spoilers now because again, I can't talk about things that I legitimately fucking love and adore. I lack the ability to do such. So I'm just going to say spoilers now because the only way I'll be able to talk about this movie is if I fucking spoiled the fuck out of it. So, I mean, I guess I could start with what I hated about the movie. That would probably be easier for me to convey, although this will be the exact opposite format of pretty much every fucking. Then again, I talked about Wonder Woman and Guardians of the Galaxy on this fucking channel. Those were both good, competent movies. Again, though, I'm like, this is something I've been waiting for forever. A good Spider-Man movie that I like. I know people are going to bring up the fucking first two Sam Raimi movies. That's why I said a good Spider-Man movie that I like. I am not saying the Sam Raimi movies are bad. They are not. Objectively, they are not bad movies. Do I like them? Not particularly. There are there's things that I like in them. Like, I like them more than the X-Men movies. I'll say that fucking much. Like, they're the better fucking early 2000s superhero franchise. But at the same time, there's a lot of shit in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies where I'm like, really, Tobey Maguire? He was the best fucking guy in the early 2000s to be Peter Parker. Really, Sam Raimi? Really? This fucking goblin face, weepy fucking asshole? Really? 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 Also, why is everything fucking goddamn tinted yellow in these fucking movies? I just don't get it. So, things I didn't like about Spider-Man Homecoming. The thing I hated the most, I guess, is Flash Thompson. Like, I get what they were going with there. Like, hey, not every fucking bully is a jock, and like bullying is more about like bullying is different nowadays and shit, but at the same time, like, the guy playing Flash Thompson, he's not a bad actor. He's like the guy from fucking Grand Budapest Hotel. He's from a fucking goddamn Wes Anderson movie. Wes Anderson doesn't get bad actors for his fucking movies, so this kid's got some fucking chops. It's just, you know, he's just fucking an asshole, and that's it. He's got, like, legitimately nothing fucking about him that would literally prevent anybody from punching him in the fucking face. That's my biggest problem with Flash Thompson, is I get what you're going with, but here's the fucking problem with it. The only reason internet bullying works is because you can't fucking punch someone in the fucking face. Like, Flash Thompson would be immediately fucking punched in the face if he was a real character, and he wouldn't be the fucking alpha bully of the school anymore. The guy who fucking punched him did. Like, fucking Peter Parker's dumpy fucking friend Ned could take all out fucking Flash Thompson. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like, I like, it's just a weird, like, I get where you were going with this. I hate saying this, but the Amazing Spider-Man movies did this shit better, because from what I haven't watched the fucking Amazing Spider-Man movies in fucking forever, but, you know, from what I remember with Flash Thompson in those, he was like a jock, but he also wasn't like the dumb fucking jock. He was like American kind of kid, but he was also kind of a fucking shithead. Sorry, I'm taking a sip. So yeah, Flash Thompson, I get it, but I didn't like it. Ned, I did hate Ned. Ned's fun. Ned's a fine character. He's a good dude. But, like, at the same, like, I kind of wish, because this is a very humorous, very funny movie. There's a lot of fucking jokes in it. It is very fast-paced with its comedy. So when the jokes start coming, there's like fucking 20 of them hitting you in the face at once. And Ned doesn't help that out. He adds to that problem. Like, I just kind of wish that maybe Ned was a little more, like, straight-laced, or like, or if he's going to be a comedic character, maybe have him be comedic deadpan, you know, kind of Draxian, kind of like Drax the Destroyer a bit. Like, again, like, Ned's not a bad character. He's not like Flash Thompson, where it's like, I get what you were doing here, but, like, this character just, like, this is a movie where, like, that's connected to a universe that has a talking space raccoon. I believe the fucking talking space raccoon more than I do the guy playing Flash Thompson being a bully and not being punched in the fucking face. Like, again, I know that is a very fucking minute problem, but these are the fucking problems in the movie. They are very fucking minute problems. And that was my biggest problem, is the Flash Thompson character. Is like, seriously, how has nobody fucking punched Flash Thompson in the fucking face in this movie? I need a diagram and an explanation from the screenwriter and the directors. Also, one of the fucking writers for this movie was fucking one of the geeks from Freaks and Geeks, so there's definitely a very heavy Freaks and Geeks vibe to this show. I'm gonna light a cigarette real quick. What's some other things I didn't like? There's not really a good you fuck with Spider-Man, you fuck with New York scene. That's always one of my favorite things in a Spider-Man movie. That is, like, I always loved it. Like, Spider-Man is legit. I think I've talked about this before when I've talked about Captain America, but Spider-Man and Captain America are tied as my favorite comic book superheroes. Like, for a lot of the same reasons. But, like, I love, like, how, I just love how fucking New York loves Spider-Man in the comics and in the movies and in, like, the cartoons and shit. I just love that, like, how a lot of New Yorkers see Spider-Man as, like, a symbol of all the good, like all the good in New York. So they're like, you fuck with, hey, Green Goblin, you fuck with Spider-Man, you fuck with New York. I'm gonna throw some shit at you. I love that shit. It's goofy and hammy, but I fucking love it. I loved it in the fucking Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I loved it in fucking the Amazing Spider-Man movie. Yeah, it's fucking dumb that those fucking goddamn cranes got set up that fucking fast, but who fucking cares? Like, the Teamsters support Spider-Man. Like, this is what happens when you get the fucking Teamsters to actually do their fucking job. This is why they're fucking effective. This is why, even though they're corrupt as fucking shit, like, they still get fucking hired, because, like, when they fucking give a shit, they can set up fucking cranes in 5 fucking minutes for Spider-Man to swing somewhere. I went off on a weird little rant there. I will say this, though. I will say this. What this movie lacks in a you fuck with Spider-Man, you fuck with New York scene, it does make up for in another thing I really love about Spider-Man, and that is heavy shit on top of Spider-Man and he lifts it up, which is one of the greatest fucking tropes in Spider-Man comics. It's just like, I love it. Every fucking time. And goddamn is the scene in this one fucking great, because Spider-Man acts how a 13-year-old child would actually act if, like, a giant wall collapsed on them and the room they were in was slowly filling up with fucking water. He is fucking screaming, he is crying, he is begging for his fucking life. It's fucking great, and like the moment when he fucking like starts to nut up, and like is great too, because he's like screaming, he's like, I'm just a kid, and then he looks into the fucking water and he sees fucking his reflection in it, and he's like, no, I'm fucking Spider-Man, and he's just like, Brah! It's fucking great. I loves it. Also, too, this does something that I think a lot of the other Spider-Man movies kind of fucked up, more so the Sam Raimi ones. Vulture is an actual legitimate threat to fucking Spider-Man. Because, look, I know everybody fucking loves Doc Ock for fucking Amazing Spider-Man 2, but think about this. Think about this. Doc Ock, he had those fucking tentacles on. He had nothing else. He was not superhuman in any way. He didn't get injected with anything. He didn't have super endurance. Yet he got punched in the face all the fucking time by Spider-Man in that movie. How is Doc Ock not fucking dead? Like, Spider-Man has enough fucking strength to lift up a fucking small car. Like, I don't know in the movies how strong Spider-Man is supposed to be, but in the comics, Spider-Man's max strength, like if he really strains and fucking uses all of his might and willpower and concentration to lift something up, he can lift upwards of like 12,000 tons. Like, not tons, pounds. I got mixed up there. Because, like, Spider-Man, he's on the lower end of the fucking pool when it comes to fucking, he's in the shallow end of the pool when it comes to superhuman strength, but he still has superhuman strength, which means he could fucking punch a brick wall and dent that shit. What the fuck is a human skull gonna do to stop that fucking punch? So, you know, I like that Vulture had a big, giant, terrifying suit that was legitimately, like, in every way, shape, and form, Spider-Man's fucking match. Also, like, since I'm talking about fucking Vulture right now, best villain this side of the fucking Netflix shows. Still think Purple Man and Kingpin are probably better villains. Also, Diamondback is probably a more fun villain. Also, thinking about it, Cottonmouth was a really fucking good villain too from Luke Cage. So, like, yeah, the Netflix stuff, like, they still have the stronger villains, but they have like 13 fucking hours to devote to fucking telling you the fucking story of the villain and getting you invested into why that person is a villain. And they do a great fucking, like, the beginning of this movie starts off with fucking with Vulture and him basically being this guy who does like fucking, he's like a construction worker. He does like cleanup jobs and stuff. And he's scored this big, huge, massive contract to clean up New York after the Avengers shit. And he's bought all this shit for his fucking company. He's gone severely in debt. But he's like, hey, you know what? It's okay if I invest all this money that I don't have into my company because I got this big booming fucking contract over the hill. And then Tony Stark comes in and fucks it all up. So, and then Michael Keaton's like, fuck. So he's like, you know what? Don't turn into Chitauri. Don't turn into Chitauri stuff we've already salvaged, guys. We're gonna go into business for ourselves. And then flash forward to 8 years, and it's modern day, which has confused some people because they're like, the eight years ago, right? 8 years ago was Avengers. But Avengers was supposed to take place in 2012. So you see where kind of the confusion is like, is Spider-Man Homecoming set in the future, technically? It gets all even more confusing when you take into fucking account like Doctor Strange, which like they continuously fucking say, like if you look back at interviews of them talking about Doctor Strange before Doctor Strange comes out, like everybody's continuously saying like Doctor Strange is happening in present time. It's happening in 2016. So again, it's just I mean, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter if Spider-Man Homecoming is set in 2020. Like it's a very small, very intimate story, and I like that very much because I think that's where a lot of the Spider-Man movies, both the Amazing Spider-Man and the Sam Raimi movies, all failed because like a lot, like Spider-Man's villains aren't really people who are like, I want to take over the world. At least the best fucking Spider-Man villains are. Yeah, you have fucking idiot assholes like fucking Jackal and fucking Moreland and fucking assholes like that, but nobody likes those fucking villains. Nobody likes fucking Jackal or fucking Moreland. Nobody likes that shit. Fuck off with it. Like, no, people like villains like the Green Goblin and Doc Ock and fucking and Lizard and fucking that shit, and they continuously fuck him up by being like, a lizard wants to make a bomb that turns everybody into lizards because everybody's sad and alone, and if we were all lizards, we'd be all fucking closer together because, as we all know, lizards are a communal species, like that continuously. What I still don't fucking understand Lizard's fucking plans from Amazing Spider-Man 1. It's been years since that fucking movie's come out. I still do not understand that fucking plot line. So where was I? Fucking Spider-Man, blah, 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 villain. Yeah, Vulture's a fucking great villain. Like, oh, man. So there's a great fucking twist in the movie, too. It's one of the few fucking times I've legitimately been surprised at something happening in a movie in recent fucking years. So Peter Parker goes to pick up Liz Allen for the homecoming dance. Fucking Vulture is her dad. And it's fucking amazing. Because, like, on the ride over, because right off the bat, Vulture doesn't know that Peter Parker is fucking Spider-Man. It's not like that dumb fucking scene in the Sam Raimi movie where it's like Green Goblin sees the scratch on his arm. It's like only Spider-Man could have a scratch on his arm. Really? Like, you're in a fucking city of like 3 million fucking people, Green Goblin. I'm pretty sure like at least 5% of them have a fucking scratch on their arm. I'm just spitballing there. But yeah, like, but on the drive over as like Adrian Toomes is fucking talking to Peter, and he starts slowly realizing, like, wait a fucking second. And he just keeps asking him all these questions, and Peter's getting more and more nervous. And then, like, they get to the dance, and he's like, wait 1 second, I want to talk to Peter. And Liz is like, oh, he's just giving him the dad talk. And no, like, fucking Vulture pulls out a gun, and he's like, you saved my daughter, so I'm not going to kill you, but you stay the fuck out of my way, or I will murder everyone you know and love and care about. Vulture was just fucking great. All the villains in this movie. You had fucking Tinkerer. He's a lot of fucking fun. I mean, like, he doesn't do much in the movie, but like him in theory is a lot of fun. Like the possibilities they can use with that character going forward, like there's a lot of fucking really fun shit they could do with Tinkerer. Shocker, like the Shockers were fun, especially like when the one Montana died. Who Montana's actually a fucking character. He's part of like this weird fucking trio of assassins that fucking Kingpin routinely hires. And if I remember right, Montana's whole gimmick in the comics is he's good at rope tricks, I think. I think that's it. I don't remember. Montana's kind of a weird, forgettable character. But at the same time, like, seeing Montana's in here is like, are they building up to fucking Kingpin versus Spider-Man? Because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, it'd be really weird to see the Netflix version of Kingpin hanging out with the fucking movie version of Spider-Man. But, you know, I'm not against that. You have Aaron Davis, you have fucking Donald Glover as fucking Aaron Davis, the Prowler. Fucking he doesn't become Prowler in this movie, but like, you know, he's there. I really hope they combine him. They combine him with the 616 version of Prowler and don't base him completely off of the Ultimate version of Prowler, because Prowler is one of my favorite, like, lesser Spider-Man characters, because Prowler was one of, if not the first villain that Spider-Man convinced to stop being a villain. Like, partially is because in the comics, the version, at least in the 616 universe, that version of Prowler was a pretty gifted engineer, and he eventually became like the good guy version of the Tinkerer. So he would provide heroes with gadgets and stuff, and he also helped Spider-Man devise like different web fluids and shit. If I remember right, I think the spider tracers that Spider-Man uses, Prowler invented the first versions of those. So yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see like Prowler maybe start off as a villain, but then he's like, nah, like, yeah, Spider-Man's right. Plus, that would lead to the ultimate fuck you, if you fuck with Spider-Man, you fuck with New York moment of like the Sinister Six bearing down on Spider-Man, and then comes in the fucking villains that Spider-Man's convinced to become good guys, like Prowler and fucking Sandman and Will-O-Wisp. I'm willing to bet they will never have Will-O-Wisp in the fucking movie, which is kind of a shame. He's got a really cool power set, and he's really neat. He'd be a fun character to have. Will-O-Wisp basically has the powers of intangibility and light projection, so those are neat. So yeah, like I would love to see that, like Spider-Man like fighting the Sinister Six, and then like Prowler and Sandman and that actually was a team, because like Spider-Man has actually convinced enough villains to stop being villains that they even formed their own fucking team. I think it was Prowler, Puma, Will-O-Wisp. It's Prowler, Puma, Will-O-Wisp, Sandman, and there was a fifth guy. Was it Spot? No, I don't think it was Spot. I need to get off this subject, or I'll be here all night fucking thinking about this shit. And I'm already late with this video because it's gonna go up after fucking 12. It's not gonna go up until tomorrow. So yeah, fucking this was a really, really good, solid movie. It was fun. It was delightful. It was just great all around. I can't think of I did. I started with the bad things. Did I talk about? No, I didn't talk about all the bad things. So okay. So first off, how to fucking get into this one, because this is a can of worms that fucking Marvel fucking put it there, which I'm like, I wish they didn't. But now they did. So basically, there's a character played by a singer by the name of Zendaya, Michelle Jones. And throughout the movie, she's one of Peter and Ned's friends, and she's really snarky. She's a fun character. She's fine. She's delightful. She's fun. The problem comes in towards the end of the movie when she's like, oh, she's been made captain of the of the decathlon team because Liz Allen's moving away. So she's like, oh, don't call me Michelle. My friends call me MJ. With this, it's not that like a person of color is playing MJ. That I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit. My problem is that they went about it in this bullshit fucking Dark Knight Rises fucking Christopher Nolan fucking bullshit route. It literally, as soon as that happened, I had fucking flashbacks to that fucking stupid scene in Dark Knight Rises where the woman's like, oh, you have a beautiful birth name, you should use it, Robin. That's not fucking clever, Chris Nolan. That's stupid. You're not fucking giving a shout out to the fucking fans. You spit it in our fucking faces. So that's my big problem with fucking MJ here. It's like, either fucking make her Mary Jane or fucking don't. I have a feeling they did it this way so they could actually bring in a character named MJ. Like, not named MJ, but a character named Mary Jane in case, like, you know, this stuff with fucking Michelle doesn't work out and like the test audiences don't like it or whatever, and they have an easy way of being like, oh, Michelle wasn't actually MJ, like she was just an MJ, she wasn't the MJ. But yeah, I'm like, look, just make her fucking Mary Jane or fucking don't. Like, don't do this fucking bullshit, pseudo fucking clever fucking call out bullshit. It's not clever. It's shit. Ugh. I hate to end this on such a fucking negative note. Oh yeah, Iron Man wasn't in this movie as much as I thought he'd be. He was in it just the right amount. Also, there was the Iron Spider costume. That was a lot of fun to see that. Spider-Man didn't fucking use it, which pisses me off. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that's probably gonna be in Infinity War. Oh, I can't wait for Infinity War. I really want to see the Iron Spider costume. Also, fucking Peggy Carter is Spider-Man's suit voice. That's a lot of fucking fun. Like, I didn't even recognize it as her at first, but then, like, the credits came. I was like, wait, Jennifer Connelly? Holy shit. Wait, no, that's not Jennifer Connelly. Fucking, who's Jennifer? Fucking, anyways, fucking, I'm fucking having a brain fart. It's late. I want to go to sleep. Fucking, I talked about Spider-Man Homecoming. Tomorrow I got to do my fucking D&D recap because I didn't do it today. Well, technically it's after 12 right now, so hopefully I'll do it today, but I didn't do it yesterday, which was today when I started this video, and now my head's just fucking hurting. I'm gonna end this. See you later. Go watch fucking Spider-Man Homecoming. Or not. Go see fucking Baby Driver. That's a good movie, apparently. So, man, and Sony did that fucking movie too. Sony had a really fucking good week. I hope they learned their fucking goddamn lessons. Like, one, let fucking creative people like Edgar Wright just do their weird little fucked up movies because they know what the fuck they're doing. They're fucking Edgar Wright. And on the inverse, let somebody who's competent do the fucking big money franchises like Marvel with Spider-Man. Don't fucking ever do another solo Spider-Man movie ever again, Sony. Don't fucking do the Venom movie and not connect it to the fucking Spider-Man universe. So go. End of video. Over and out. Under and over. Something.